Hello everyone, myself Chintan Upadhyay. Students, Jai Shri Swaminarayan. So students of class 7th, today we are going to learn degrees of comparison. Degrees of comparison, yes. We know that there are 3 degrees. Before we proceed to that, let me explain this sentence which I already written over here on board. That let me first read these sentences that Mohan is a tall boy. Mohan is a tall boy. Sentence number 2, Rohan is taller than Mohan. Sentence number 3, Sohan is the tallest of the 3. Okay. So over here we compared 3 persons with degrees which is already written over here. Let's say tall, taller and tallest. So over here tall is known as positive degree, then taller is known as comparative degree, and over here tallest is known as superlative degree. Now we learn in detail all these degrees. Before we proceed to that, over here by reading just simple sentences that Mohan is a tall boy. Over here we just come to know that Mohan is a tall boy. After that we are moving to comparative degree. Over here by reading this sentence, Rohan is taller than Mohan, we come to know that Rohan is taller than Mohan. Means Mohan is Rohan is a taller than Mohan, yes. And over here in third sentence we compare all of 3, that means 3 person. Let's say Mohan, Rohan and Sohan. So they are 3. So over here Sohan is the tallest of the 3. Among these 3, Sohan is the tallest. Likewise we learn the degrees. Okay, now let me, so students, these all degrees are known as degrees of comparison. We have 3 degrees: positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. Likewise we are going to learn. So now I am explaining degree number 1. Number 1 is, let me first just, there are 3 degrees of comparison. Now, number 1, positive degree, positive degree, yes. The adjective we use is known as degree. Now I am writing its definition that positive degree denotes, positive degree denotes simple quality, full stop. Now I am writing example. Let's say I am using that same example which I explained before you. Number 1 is Mohan is a tall boy. So over here tall is known as positive degree. Why? Because it denotes only a simple or just a simple quality of Mohan, that Mohan is a tall boy. means he is heighted. Okay. So this is known as positive degree. Now we are moving towards number 2, that is comparative degree. So before we proceed to that, students, please note down in your notebook. Okay. Number 2, comparative degree. See students, as these words comparative denotes that we use this degree to compare between two persons or objects, because these words itself denotes to compare. Okay. So now I'm writing the definition, means as and when we have to compare two objects or things or persons, at that point of time we use comparative degree. Okay, I'm writing definition. When comparing two objects or persons, two objects or persons, saying that one possesses greater manner, means a certain quality, one possesses a certain quality in a greater degree than other, greater degree than other, is called comparative degree. At that point of time we use comparative degree. Now I am writing example over here. Same example I am using. So Rohan is taller than Mohan. Now see students, over here taller is comparative degree. Why? Because in this degree we can compare only two objects or persons, saying that one possesses a certain quality in a greater degree. That means Rohan is taller than Mohan, यानी कि रोहन है वो मोहन से हाइट में बड़ा है. So for that point of time we are using comparative degree, and more than that we can compare only two. See students, I am circle, मैंने यहाँ पे already circle किया है. Why? Because when we are using comparative degree we are comparing only two objects or person. Understood students? Okay. Now there is one note to keep in mind. There is one note to keep in mind, that the comparative degree is generally followed by then. The comparative degree is generally followed by then. So see over here taller is a comparative degree and it is followed by then. So for that, as and when we use comparative degree, then should be followed after comparative degree, like already given in example, and this is important note for you to this keep in mind. And before we proceed to degree number 3, students please note down this degree, comparative degree, in your notebook. Okay, now you are moving to degree number 3. Degree number 3 is superlative degree. Superlative degree. Now see students, when an object or a person possesses a quality in the greater manner among all other degree, at that point of time we use superlative degree. Okay, so I am writing definition. When an object or a person, when an object or a person possesses a quality in a greater degree of all, greater degree of all that are being compared, then the superlative form of degree used. For example, I am using that same example. Sohan is the tallest of the three. Sohan is the tallest of the three. So here the word tallest is known as superlative degree because we compare more than two objects or person. At that point of time we use superlative degree. Yes, so for that we use tallest over here because सोहन is the tallest. सोहन is the tallest means सोहन है वो मोहन और रोहन दोनों से बड़ा है हाइट में, इसलिए हम यहाँ पर क्या यूज करते हैं, वर्ड tallest. At that point of time we use superlative degree. Okay, then after completion of this there are two notes which I have to write. So before we proceed to notes, students first complete this definition of superlative degree with example. Okay, now we are moving to notes. So write down notes below this example. Notes for superlative degree. I am writing on board. So notes I am writing. The superlative form of adjective, the superlative form of adjective is used when we compare more than two objects, let's say objects or persons. Note number 2, the superlative degree is preceded by the and is generally followed by of, and is generally followed by of. Okay, so I already written example that once again I'm writing to explain you these two notes. Sohan is the tallest of the three. So see students, let me explain this note. Note number 1 is the superlative form of adjective or superlative form of degree is used when we compare more than two. Student, keep this thing in mind that when we have to use superlative degree, so it is already written over here, when we compare more than two, यानी कि दो से ज़्यादा को अगर हमें compare करना है, at that point of time we use superlative degree. But if we want to compare only two persons or objects, at that point of time we use comparative degree, nahi superlative degree. Okay. So note number 1 is already explained and I hope it is understood to you guys. And note number 2 is the superlative degree is preceded by the. So we know that tallest is a superlative degree. Preceded means इससे पहले क्या होगा कि वो उससे पहले the होगा and it is generally followed by of. तो superlative degree के बाद क्या follow करेगा? Of. तो as and when we know that superlative degree जब उसके related कोई sentence होगा, at that point of time superlative degree के पहले the लगेगा और उसके बाद में of लगेगा. वैसा यहाँ पर नोट में आपको लिखवाया और समझाया गया है. So for that I explain this example. We use superlative degree preceded by the and it is followed by of in the given sentences. Now students, formation of degrees. Now we are moving to formation of degree, that is how degrees are formed. So let me explain through one table and that you have to complete it by yourself. I'm going to explain one, rest you have to complete by yourself, that is formation of degrees of comparison. Give heading formation of degrees of comparison. How these degrees are formed. Yes. So comparative and superlative degrees are formed by number A, by adding ER and EST to the positive degree, Yes. See students, how we can form the degree by adding ER and EST to the positive degree. Let me show one example in front of you. So I am preparing one box and table for you, that is likewise. I am not good at drawing this table, but then also I am preparing for you guys. Okay, so positive, then comparative, ER, and superlative, EST. Okay, so there is one example, let's say bold. Number 2, short. Number 3, deep. Cold, warm, strong, poor, rich. Okay. So now I am explaining this one, rest you have to do it by yourself at your home. Okay. So bold. So what we have to do is we have to add ER to positive degree and EST to positive degree. So students, we know that positive degree is over here, it is bold. So what we have to do is we have to write first bold and then we have to add ER to the positive degree. As it is, we have to write positive degree, then we have to add ER at the end. So this become bold, bolder, and now we are comparing, so now we are going for superlative. So as it is, you have to write bold over here, positive degree I am writing over here, and then you have to add EST at the end. So the word becomes boldest. Now we compare bold, bolder, boldest. So likewise, you have to complete it by yourself. Just keep this thing in mind that we have to add ER and EST to positive degree, So for that you have to write bold over here first and then add ER, and same bold, write bold over here and then add EST at the end. So this becomes bold, bolder, and boldest. Likewise, degrees of comparison are formed. Students, first write this thing also in your notebook and prepare such box like this, and you have to complete rest of the degrees in your notebook. Thank you everyone. Jai Shri Swaminarayan.